They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Louisiana Tech's offense will be first on the attack. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
That's caught. It's Robertson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads it downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. The defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, create some early momentum in this football game.
Leaves it with the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Got it in the middle. It's Markway. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Makes the catch. It's Robertson. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A strike downfield. They bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
The handoff to Johnson. Powers through. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking, going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hit as he throws. Off the RPO, complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Who says on the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robertson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the break as Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the run, it's Booth. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Booth. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Working that wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Huskers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Markway. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Makes the catch. It's key. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense.
Catch in stride inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. A first down run in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Now, this slant route you throw quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time, gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Great news for the offense as they'll... with tremendous field position inside the 40-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Yeah, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Cornhuskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The play action fake. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Spits it out to the back. Quick completion on the out route. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. It's a running room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on third down for this offense. To the air, it's Raiola. Slings it downfield. Working that left side. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Oxford for some time. They're up 14 over the Rebels. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You got to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep and were able to make the tackle.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. They're setting up the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got enough for the first. And the Bulldogs get enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Got his man. He breaks a tackle. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Number 24 in the end zone.
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to Johnson. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Lost, the defense is wide open. Gashing the knee on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Well, Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, and what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Wilkerson.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Off play action on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. On first and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Caught in the backfield, it's Key. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversation.